This is a short demo video that shows how easy it is to use IOTech's Edge Central Open Edge Data Platform for key edge computing tasks, including data acquisition, edge intelligence, and cloud data streaming. The demo focuses on smart manufacturing, and specifically the controlled and optimized flow of chemicals between containers around a manufacturing plant, and how Edge Central can help optimize that process. In our scenario, we have a chemical tank equipped with sensors producing data via the Modbus protocol. We have a liquid flow controller from a different supplier that communicates via a different industrial protocol, OPCOA for example. Now, the challenge at the edge is to collect the data from the different sources and then normalize that to a common format. We want to be able to aggregate that data and make it available for storage, analysis, and control purposes. We want to make it available for visualization, for example on an operator dashboard, and we want to stream that data to IT and cloud systems for more detailed trend analysis and AI processing perhaps. Here are the two devices we'll simulate. First, a chemical tank with Modbus sensors to record the temperature, pressure, and level of the liquid in the tank. The tank also has a user-controlled setting relating to a safe maximum value for any of these measurements. Secondly, a flow controller device with an OPCOA interface that consists of a valve which can be set as open or closed, and other measurements such as the desired set point and a simulated flow rate of liquid through the controller when the valve is open. As shown here, the chemical tank outputs liquid to the flow controller, so our desired edge control logic is to open the valve when any of the chemical tank values rise beyond the stated maximum. And when the tank values return to safe levels, the valve should close again. Here you can see a more physical architecture. Edge Central is the software platform running at the edge, on-premise, usually on a gateway, industrial PC or server, and it's performing the previously mentioned tasks: data collection, aggregation, processing, and so on. We'll show how Edge Central does this, including how we can run edge rules to open the valve, for example, when the tank values go beyond the safe maximum. And we'll also show how to stream data to the cloud. Edge Central is open and vendor neutral, so we can integrate to many different clouds, but for this demo, we'll show streaming to HiveMQ. So in the demo, we're running a Modbus simulator with Modbus registers set up for our chemical tank values. We're also running an OPCOA simulator for our flow controller with OPCOA nodes for our settings there. We can see some of the values using this Modbus scanning tool and the IOTech OPCOA browser. Now, Edge Central device connectivity is configured rather than coded, so we just need to create a device configuration which describes, for example, which Modbus registers relate to the device attributes. It's an easy process, and we provide tooling to further simplify. For example, here is a temperature attribute that is Modbus register 1000, as per the simulator, and you can set other fields here such as the read and write capability, min or max values, types, etc., as much detail as you want. I've also added a getAllValues command to this device profile that can retrieve all of our chemical tank data points at once. And this is a great performance optimization when you have potentially hundreds of data points to acquire in a real system. This is the Edge Central UI, which helps interact with the running system. All Edge Central microservices have standard APIs as well, so configuration and control, etc. can all be done programmatically. But for this demo, we'll mostly use the UI. Edge Central has already started, including services for Modbus and OPCOA, and the dashboard gives us an overview of what we have running so far. The OPCOA device is already onboarded, but let's show the device onboarding process for Modbus. We'll use the device onboarding wizard for this. Let's call it Chemical Tank. Choose the protocol. This is the loaded device profile. This is the IP address and port number. And with auto events, we can show how frequently we want to pull the data from the device. We can pull data points individually if we like, but here let's get all of the values every second with the getAllValues command. Okay, so now we can see the devices are registered to the platform and data is flowing. We can drill into the device and see some values, which are being pulled from the simulator. We can also go to the data center and view the collected data in table form. And we can be more selective with times and dates. and also view the data more visually in nice charts. Okay, good. So we're collecting the data from the edge devices, but of course we want to do more with the data. The platform has built-in application exports to a number of different endpoints that can help here. The first is for Influx, which is a time series database we might want to use for storage. And Grafana is a nice dashboarding tool that integrates very well with Influx. We've already created an Influx config and asked for all of the data from Edge Central to be streamed to it. And by the way, you can filter and limit the specific data you want to stream. We've got a Grafana dashboard already set up here that nicely shows the data. You can see the Modbus data being presented in the top row here. You can easily make gauges, graphs, and tables, and see the live data as it's being pulled from the device and delivered into the platform. The bottom row shows the OPCUA flow controller data, and you'll notice at the moment the valve is continually at 0 or closed, and that's because we're not running any Edge rules yet. Which moves us nicely to the Edge rules and analytics. Edge Central provides a choice of rules engines, so it's easy to run automatic rules or decision making over the data. We'll use Node-RED for this example, and we've already got a simple set of rules here, so when any of the temperature, pressure and level settings from the tank go beyond the maximum, an automatic command is sent to the OPCUA device service to open the valve. All we need to do is enable the delivery of the data to the rules engine like this. And back on the dashboard, you'll see the valve automatically open when any of the values reach this critical level. And the valve should close again when the values drop below 75. Okay, good. Finally, let's show the cloud streaming. We just need an app service configuration to do that streaming, and we've tried to make it as easy as possible. So like onboarding a device, the UI here provides a simple wizard. So if we create a new app service, we can type a name and select MQTT as the destination. You can see here some of the other options. And for MQTT, we just need to put the broker address and the name of the topic we want to update. We can also enter any required keys or security certificates, etc. And then a lot of options for exactly how we want to do the data streaming. Data translations, encryption, batching, filtering, etc. As an example here, let's add a filter to send only the chemical tank data. This is a pipeline approach, so we can add and order others if we wanted. These are all tips to make the Edge and the cloud integration more optimal. Anyway, here let's just click Save. The application is created. And if we switch to the Hive console, we can make a subscription to that topic and see the chemical tank data arrive. If I just pause it for a second, we can see we're receiving the tank temperature data, for example. Of course, once the data is received in the cloud, you can run your cloud level analytics and so on to draw real insight with that aggregated data. Okay, that's the end of the demo. I hope you can see how easy it can be to connect and integrate different OT devices and IT systems at the edge with Edge Central. Thanks for watching. For more information, visit iotechsys.com.